Hey guys, so I am on a little bit of a time limit, but I just figured I'd get on here and make dinner with you guys because it has to be ready by the time I'm back. I have to run out for a little meeting at the school, but I figured let me make this because I know by the time I get back, it'll be time to break fast, okay? So today I'm just going to make some quick cabbage rolls. These are pretty easy and pretty delicious and a nice way to get your veggies, okay? So let's see. I'm not gonna make a super huge amount. I'm just gonna make enough for this 1 pound. Yeah, this is 1 pound. For this 1 pound of ground beef. So I've got my cabbage right here. I have the water boiling. I'm just going to add in a little bit of salt. I do have about a cup of rice going because I'm going to make it go a little bit further with the rice. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is just cut this top portion, the base of your cabbage. Now you can throw this entire thing in there, or hey Brad, how are you? We're making some stuffed cabbage with the quickness. Okay, so you're going to want to cut the base of your cabbage. You can remove leaves and just throw them in, or you can put the whole thing in. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to check and see how easy these leaves are to remove. They are pretty easy. I'm just going to turn this down. This doesn't take long. You just need a quick cooking for these, okay? This is coming off pretty easily. I'll show you guys. So I'm just doing this as quickly as possible. This is one of those quick dinner nights. And whatever I have left over is fine because I do make a lot of slaw with this. So we'll see how far we'll get with this one. So I think that's probably enough. Let me see. Yeah, let's do a couple more just in case any of them rip. So that's what we're at so far. Yep, that's right. But this is going to be a little bit different, Brad. It's not going to be like big rolls. Okay. I hope you're doing okay. What is going on? I'm making stuffed cabbage. Hey, Scorpio, I'm just going to mod you because I don't know if anybody else, I hope you don't mind. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do, so I do have the cabbage in the water. You just need it to just wilt a little bit, okay? Like I said, this is just a very quick dinner. I'm going to turn the oven on to 400. Okay, so the next thing you need is your ground beef. Thank you. So, okay, so for this, you can add in your vegetables. You can add in fresh onion, fresh parsley, fresh whatever. But whenever I make anything stuffed, I do like to use the powders, just for kids, okay? Hello, Selma. Hi, how are you? Okay, so we're going to go in with a little bit of onion powder. Like I said, you can use regular onion. Also, if you have this spice, you can just add this spice in. This is kifta spice. It's all the same stuff that we have here, okay? I'm going to add in dry parsley, garlic powder, or use real garlic. This is my quick dinner. I'm going to turn this off because these are soft enough now, because you don't want them to overcook, okay? And I do have some rice going as well. I'm adding a little bit of coriander. And you'll need some cumin as well. Oh, and paprika. If you have dry mint, add dry mint if you like dry mint. And sumac. Oop. Black pepper. And salt. This is, I'm just doing this quick with the quickness, okay? All right, next you're going to need 1 spoon, about a tablespoon of tomato paste. because I need to have dinner ready by the time I get back. Okay, and then we're going to use 1 egg. I'm making stuffed cabbage. Just grab an egg. All right, now we're going to mix this in. You can add rice to this. You have to use cooked rice, or you can add breadcrumbs if you don't have rice, or you don't want to add rice, okay? And I'll show you guys exactly how we're going to mix these. I am from Algeria. And hello, welcome in. Because we do break fast at about 5:45, and I know I'm not going to be here the entire time, so. All right, now I'll show you guys how we're going to fill this. I'm checking on the rice. So my rice is done. This is the rice that I just cooked up. I'm going to add it right in here, okay? I'm going to gauge how much I need. So this is just regular basmati rice, okay? So you'll need about a cup or 1.5 cups, depending on how much meat you're using. Okay, so I just took that right off. Okay, so this is very hot. I just took it off the stove. Just mix this in. Okay, so while this cools off, I'm going to start prepping the cabbage pieces. And I'll show you how we're going to set them up in the pan, and then they'll just be ready to go, and they will be cooking as I'm doing things. Let me turn this off. Oh, okay. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay, so this is our cabbage, y'all. Okay, I'm taking it out. I don't know if you can see. Right here. I'm putting it right here. So with the cabbage, what you'll want to do, depending on how big the stem is or how, if it gets in your way, you're going to want to cut the stem off, part of it, just the base, okay? Just like that, we have this cut. And then for what we're doing today, we're going to cut each leaf in half, just like this, okay? And just stack them. So I'm going to do that with each one of these leaves. You cut just the bottom of the stem. Then cut it right in half. If the stem is not too thick, you can just go ahead and cut this just right down the middle. But usually the stem is too big and it just doesn't make for a very comfortable eating experience, okay? I just figured, y'all, since I have to make this right now before I leave, I'll just have you guys join me for one of the days when I have to do something very, very quickly. So, it is. Hello, Brioche. Hi. Thank you. This was the quickest boil ever on this cabbage. You just want it to get soft enough for you for it to be malleable, okay? Now, if you don't have a bunch of spices or you are not into some of these kinds of spices, please go ahead and use things like taco spice. Taco spice is really good. And then you can even top it with the enchilada sauce if you want to. But for today's purposes, this is more of like a kebab spice. Okay, so this one is a very sad leaf. Okay, I'm going to put it right here for now. If we need it, we'll use it. If we don't, we won't. Okay. Whew, hot. I am Ebu Sodium. All right. So we are going to be rolling these, and these are going to finish baking in the oven, y'all. They'll be real good. Excuse the noises. Like I said, this is when I have to do things quickly. And if you guys go to an international shop and find this, get you some. Okay, so here we go. So in here, I have my ground beef and my spices. For the spices, you're gonna want parsley, cumin, sumac, dried mint. It's cabbage, stuffed cabbage, and garlic, onion, and salt, pepper, and a tablespoon of tomato paste, okay? All right, so for this part, I added some rice to this. You guys, rice makes the meat go further. As y'all know, the meat right now is about $7, $8 for 1 pound, okay? So you'll find yourself paying almost $18, $15 to $18 for the 2 pounds, okay? So make it go further with the rice, and it actually tastes real good with the rice, okay? Now I'll show you guys what we're gonna do. So you're going to take, let me pick a nicer one. You're going to take your piece of your half of the cabbage, okay? You're going to take your meat, roll it, place it right in here like an egg roll, okay? And we are just going to give this a nice roll, okay? We're stacking all of these right here for now until we're done rolling everything, okay? If you do have some leftover meat, some leftover filling, go ahead and make some meatballs and add them to the rest of your dish. Or if you have some tomatoes that need to be used up, fill those tomatoes, core them, save the inside part. One second, save the inside part and fill it with the meat mixture that you have left. So this is going to be cooking while I am gone. That way it'll be ready by the time we break fast, okay, for Ramadan. So how are y'all doing? What's good? Lily, hi. Oh, okay, no problem, Selma. Hope your iftar was good. All right, packing. So we are making our stuffed cabbage. You guys, these kinds of dishes love some cumin, okay? Go ahead and add cumin. Cumin and parsley. It's a good mixture. So as I'm gauging this, because remember I was like, okay, I don't know how much cabbage I'm gonna need because I'm only using 1 pound. As I'm gauging this, I'm going to likely end up making a smaller dish of this depending on how much I can fill out. Oh, and you guys, I did make Turkish Delight. And I did record it for y'all, okay? And it is just setting. And of course, I can't upload it until it's set so that I can show you guys the finished product, okay? But it's delicious. So we made the orange blossom Turkish Delight. Okay, so you guys see, like, I have them, I'm rolling all of these. Hey, Nikki, hello, hi, welcome in. And Nikki, actually, the orange blossom, the orange blossom Turkish Delight is vegan, girl. Just in case you want to make it. Pretty sure you guys have some Turkish Delight out there. And you guys, these Turkish Delight are not going to be like that brick that you find like at the freaking airport. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys have ever tried it. Terrible, the ones that you get at the airport. For some reason, they like to sell them at the airport. Okay, so we are just filling these. They'll be ready to go. All right. And I do have cabbage left over there that is not boiled. And it's very quick, you guys. You literally just put it in boiling water just so it's malleable. That's all you need to do. And make sure to make your meat go a little bit further. You can use regular rice. You can use brown rice. Now, please make sure that you do cook your rice prior to using it with your meat fillings because you don't want the rice to dry out your meat filling. Okay, that would be a huge mistake. You'll get like a nice little brick in here. We don't want that. Okay, now I'm going to get a small pan to put this in. Okay, so you're going to get one of these little ramekin, is that what this would be called? Like a Pyrex, whatever. Okay, give it a good spray. Okay, and then we are going to start spinning this. Okay, so that one is kind of big. So you're going to start on the outside. Let's see if y'all can see. Can you guys see? Yes, baby. Not yet. So we're going to kind of snake this around, okay? This is what you're going to do. Make it into like a spiral. And you want it tightly packed. Okay. Also, if you don't want to do it individually like this, what you can do is, hold on, this one fell apart a little bit. What you can do is just stack them all together into a big sheet, put all of your meat mixture into it, and roll it like a big Swiss roll. Okay? Now for our vegetarian friends, you can fill this with something other than meat. You can do like the rice and some spinach in there. But that's a lot of fiber, okay? You can do spinach and feta. And it will be like a spanakopita. Okay? This is what it looks like. Let me show y'all. This is what it's going to look like once it's wrapped. Okay? And then for our topping, for the sauce, show you. Okay, so for the sauce, like I said, if you want to use anything like the Mexican seasonings, you can do that. Hear me? There should be a Middle Eastern shop. Yep, there should be. You'll find these at just about any Middle Eastern shop you'll go to. You can also find them at H Marts. So for this one, what you can do is you can use the enchilada sauce, okay? If you want to use enchilada sauce, because they do have all the same, yes, they do have all the same spices that we use in these kinds of dishes, okay? But if not, what we're going to do, I'll show you guys this alternative way, just in case you don't have an enchilada sauce where you are, okay? You're going to take about a tablespoon. Yeah, we didn't break fast yet, Selma. You're going to take about a tablespoon of tomato paste. Okay, add some water to it. And you are going to heat this, bring it to a boil, add some butter to it, cumin. I am, Selma. I don't know if you meant, am I fasting right now? Like, did we break fast yet? Or are you asking in general? So onion powder, like I said, you can use this. I'm going to use this in our spice mixture because instead of using everything. So this is just basically like a gravy, okay? I'm going to heat this in the microwave. I just wanted to come on here and do this with y'all very, very quickly because, like I said, I have to go to a meeting, but I wanted all of this to be ready prior to, you know, us doing, I wanted this to be ready before I come back. That way we have enough time to break fast and everything. Okay. So this is a very quick dish. I was gonna make it in this big one, but I didn't boil enough of the cabbage. Let me just throw this out. And you guys, like I said, if you have some filling left, just like I do right here, go ahead and fill it. Oh, Lily, you're so cute, okay? Don't even start with me right now. You are so cute. So if you have any filling left, go ahead and get Roma tomatoes and core them. Fill them with this. If you have baby bell peppers, fill them with this. Anaheims, fill them with this, okay? You can do anything like that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to give this a stir, and you're going to add some butter to this, okay? The butter gives it like a thickness, and it helps keep everything nice and moisturized. Hold on, let me just move this out of the way so y'all can see. Okay, let me get the butter. I took it out earlier. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Okay, you're gonna need about a tablespoon of butter. Okay, give this a mix. And you guys, this is going to cook in the oven 400 degrees, okay? She really is. She already knows. Lily knows how I feel about her. She's a beautiful person. Always has been since day one. Since the day I met her. Okay. We are going to take this. Now you can reduce this just a little bit more, okay? If you want to. You don't have to. Because this will thicken up. This will thicken up in the oven. What you're going to want to do is take this and pour it. You want it to cover your cabbage, okay? You don't have to use up the entire thing, because while it's baking, you can just slowly add more to it if you feel like it's a little dry, okay? And also another thing, so this is going to release its own little juices and everything, but if it feels a little bit dry, what you can do is make a gravy out of this and just serve it with this, okay? But the way that this is going to be served is you can use a little bit of sour cream right over it. You can use a little bit of yogurt, a little bit of yogurt with dill. Hi, Mel's. Hello. Welcome in. That's another one right there. Mel's. Mel's is my person. I love Mel's. Thank you. You know what, Brioche? I'm still mad. I'm still mad, okay? Because I ordered new spice things and they didn't come in when we had the storm. So I'm like, do I want to order new ones and just pray that they come in? Because what I'm going to do, so this one, I bought this thing at Ross, okay? And it used to be, I think, gold or something. And I sprayed it and painted it and turned it into a spice rack. This is supposed to be like a shelf or whatever. And then I had to screw it on the top. And then I bought all of these separately, right? But I'm starting to get annoyed with them. Thank you. I'm starting to get annoyed with them. And I found these gorgeous spice jars that come with the label. And with the label, I would be able to, you know, change it up. And, you know, because with these, every time I have to wash them, I have to worry about like finding new labels for them. The other ones, I would just be able to write right on top of them. I would much rather have that happen. So I am in the process of figuring all of this out. Like today I did some deep cleaning back here, and I'm doing the deep cleaning in this general direction. So I think that we will have to do the spice rack together at some point, because I will fix up a couple of things. I will repaint it. I'll show y'all how I do it. Okay. So this is going to go in the oven. I will cover it. This little beauty does have a lid. I love a little lid situation, okay? This is going to go in the oven, and this is going to bake for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you're going to want to take off the lid and let it crisp up beautifully on the top, okay? And you will want to serve this with a crème fraîche or a sour cream. The crème fraîche is not as sour as a sour cream. If y'all want to know how to make a crème fraîche, I can show you how to do that too. It's very easy. So it's a less tart sour cream, and you just add a little bit of dill to it, okay? So I'm going to put this in the oven, and you guys, the reason I know, right? So I don't even know what time it is. Let me see. Can I see what time it is? Anyway, I don't think we break fast for like another hour and a half. Oh, 4:30, yeah, for another hour and 15 minutes. This one is going to be cooking. The hubs, when he gets home, he can take it out when it's done. And once it's, hi, B squared, hello. Once it's done, it will be okay to reheat. This thing reheats beautifully, okay? Some people will also eat some of this cold, but you know, you can warm it up. Just stick it in the oven and it reheats beautifully, okay? So, because I want this to be cooked. I don't want to come home and have to wait for it to cook. So I'm gonna put it in here because he will be here by the time I'm leaving, okay? So I'm gonna stick this in here. And you guys, let me show you. I'm gonna keep this here because I will use up the rest of that. I need to show you guys the Turkish Delight. Even though they're not ready, they need to sit a little bit longer, but I did record that for y'all. I thought the baby was crying. I did record that for y'all. I'm just waiting for them to be set so that I can cut them and show you what the finished product looks like. Give me 1 second. Okay, so do y'all see this? So it's pink and it has the powdered sugar on top, and it is still very jiggly. Let me just see 1 second here. Let me just test this out. I might be able to show you guys a little chunk because I do want it to set a little bit longer before I show you. Obviously, I'm not going to be eating this, but just show you guys what it looks like, and then I'll show you how. Okay, so we are going to powder these, okay? Yes, they're pink. So we are going to powder these, and then we're going to just let them sit to dry, okay? So I'll show you guys, this is what they look like, and this isn't made with jellies or anything. It's made with cornstarch and rose. Yes. Yeah, so this is what it looks like, and I'm going to, let me see, should I do this now? What time is it? I might be able to. Let me clean up my area really quick so I can show you guys. So as you guys know, powdered sugar has cornstarch in it. Cornstarch is what you want to use. You can have them, yeah, it's corn, yeah, exactly. They're vegan, vegetarian, everything. So cornstarch is what you want to use for things like marshmallows and, you know, candies and things like that. Okay, let me just move everything really quick. These are things that I still need for later to finish off that meat. And because we need to just sanitize our space really quick. This one is for when I get back. There are a lot of things that I finish off after I get off live with y'all. Just give me 2 seconds. That one is already cooking. We don't need any more salt. Okay. This one I still need. Just 1 second, y'all. Just gonna clean this up. Move this gorgeous little beauty out of the way. So since that wasn't in the plan, so sorry y'all have to watch me clean. Yes, Birdie. I just finished making dinner and I'm going to powder those little candies from earlier. Mom? Yes? Are you done your life? Almost, honey. I thought you were already doing your life. I am doing it. Oh, what are you making? I'm just powdering the rest of it. Okay? All right. This is what we're going to do here, okay? Hello, M-Flow. Hi, everybody. Okay, so we're going to get our powdered sugar. I'll show y'all how we're doing this. So you're going to put your powdered sugar right in here. And yes, you are going to use a decent amount. Okay. You know what? I should have flipped it. God dang it, y'all. It's okay. If you make mistakes like I do, you'll live, I promise. There we go. Okay, there she is, okay. Now, we are going to take this and this is the coating, y'all. Let's see, do I want to use a sharper knife than this? So when you're cutting it, just make sure that you dip your knife. Let me get a sharper knife. Turn it this way and cut it. Okay, so you're going to want to cut it into about a half an inch by half an inch, depending on what you want, okay? Let me just see where we're at. Okay, so we are going to take it and slice just like this, okay? And I do like to use a baking sheet for this because it kind of helps you keep all of the sugar contained, okay? And even after we powder these, we are going to leave it out to dry a little bit longer. So it's cutting up beautifully. And you guys, if you are a person who does not like rose or doesn't like orange blossom flavoring, go ahead and use whatever flavoring you want. Go to the baking aisle and grab whatever flavoring you want. Something like raspberry, orange, strawberry, whatever you want, okay? So I'll show you guys so far. So this is what it looks like so far, okay? And then you're just gonna cut across. I'm gonna get another container. So these are Turkish delights. And at first they are very soft, and then as you let them sit, they'll get slightly more gelatinous, and cut them to the size you want, okay? And you can add nuts to them. You can add dried fruit to them, whatever you want. Okay, so I'm grabbing one of these. I'm gonna add a little bit of powdered sugar and a little bit of cornstarch. Because the powdered sugar does melt, the cornstarch does not. Okay, then you take a little bit of, but you want a mixture of the two. And not all powdered sugar has the same amount of cornstarch, okay? So we're throwing these in, you cut them and then you throw them in. Yay, so now that means that I can post the short showing you guys how to make these. Oh, that one's big. If any of them are big, you can always go back and cut them a little smaller. Because I think I might have not seen how big some of them were when I was slicing. So these are a very popular thing to have, especially during Ramadan. But honestly, all year round with tea, it's like a tea candy. And yes, it gets messy. That's why we cleaned up our area. So we have dinner cooking, we have this one ready for later. And you usually do serve this on like in a glass, like a crystal type of container, okay? It looks like a, what would you call it? It's a crystal container, it looks like a goblet, but it's like a, it's like a big serving dish. Yes? It's stuck? Yeah. Okay, you guys can fix it. I'm sure you can figure it out. Okay, you don't have to yell. I'll look at it when I come up there. Didn't. Okay, I'll show you guys. Okay, so you're gonna make sure that it's all properly coated, y'all. Okay? And you can, like I said, add some pistachios to this. Please, if you do want to add nuts to these, make sure they're toasted, okay? You don't want untoasted nuts in there. The most popular is a pistachio that you can add. Also, while you're coating them, you can coat these with coconut. Yes, absolutely, Lily. Okay, let me show you guys so far what they look like. And then you're going to just let them sit. Okay, let me wash my hands so y'all can see what I'm doing. All right, so this is what they look like, okay? Okay, so this is what they look like. Y'all know I can't bite into it right now, but I can show you. So they are still a bit soft, but we're gonna leave them out and they're going to get, they're gonna hold their shape a little more, but this is what they're like, okay? This is what they look like. So, as I was saying a minute ago, when you go to coat the top, you can coat these with toasted coconut, okay? So, next what we're going to do, now that we cut all of these up, we are Nothing is gonna get wasted. This is the rest of our, what is this? Sugar. You're going to take these, place them right back in here, and let them dry. Okay? If they feel extra sticky, go ahead and use a little bit of starch and just powder it right on top. If they are a little big, you can, of course, cut them a little bit smaller. Okay? So this is the, this is kind of like the base version, right? And if y'all are interested, we can obviously make the other flavors, ones without rose water, because a lot of people are not really used to having things like orange blossom and rose water, but that is a flavor that we use in a lot of our desserts. So, you have it. You just let them dry. And then so the outside will have a little bit of like a crispy edge to it. The inside will be chewy like a gummy. These are like gummy candies. Okay. This is where we're at. And again, anything that you have left over in any bowl, you can sift and add it right on top. You're not going to be wasting anything, don't worry. Just putting all of these in here. Glad we checked on these together so y'all get to see it firsthand. Just take just a little bit of this, put it on top, and we're just going to let these dry right here. And you'll want to serve these with some tea, some mint, spearmint tea, okay? Delicious. Also, if you are a person who drinks your tea without sugars, do I like salted licorice? I love licorice, period. I love black licorice, that's my favorite. My favorite ones are like the wheels, the what is it called? The licorice wheels. I think Haribo makes them. I love black licorice. Yeah, so Turkish tea is very similar. The Turkish tea is, you know, just like but for what we do is we use a black tea or a green tea. It's called gunpowder. And yeah, so the gunpowder tea, and then we add fresh mint to it. I'll have to show you all how to make that. We still haven't made it on the channel. So it's real good. And like I said, if you are a person who likes your coffee super black, or you're a person who likes your tea without sugar, these are perfect to have with them. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't like salty. I'm not a huge salt fan in general, but like a salty licorice I've never had. But a black licorice, I can get down with black licorice any day. How are you, pets? It's good to see you. Ooh. Yum, Lily, yum. I like a chai with a white chocolate with mocha, white chocolate mocha. And then you can also do a little dirty chai and add an espresso to it. But y'all, okay, so we've got our cabbage in the oven. We have our Turkish delights ready to go. You guys, also, you can make a mint Turkish delight. Like I said, pistachio. We can do a raspberry Turkish delight, orange, watermelon, any of those flavors we can do. Yum. So I am going to be off to the meeting, y'all, but that was my little speedy live to do dinner with you guys, because I was like, you know what? They need to just be here with me while I do this for a minute. Oh, let me wash my hands. That's true. Thank you, Brad. I do need to, like, I didn't even think about that. Un momento. I am coming. I am coming. Okay, let's go through this. Because we do have time. What time is it? We have time. Okay, I'm going to go all the way up until it doesn't let me. It was. Okay, let's see. Sorry, you guys. I'm just going to see what I've missed. Rose water. Okay. Let me see. Ozzie, someone sorry. I was. Okay, that's where I stopped. Okay. What are you making? We made the stuffed cabbage. And we finished off the Turkish delights, doing laundry, making curry. Yum. I love a curry. Let's see. Orange blossom flavor. Yes. I don't know if I like Turkish delight. My grandma used to like it. Nikki, if I remember correctly, so you have French ancestry and I want to say Swedish. I might be wrong, but it would make sense why the Grahams would like it. Orange intrigues me. Orange blossom. Yeah, it's very perfumey though. So I'm not sure how you'd feel about that. Rose water. Rose water's good. I don't think I've ever tried Turkish delight. Ooh, it's good. Let's see. I'm curious about the rose water one. The rose water one, I can tell you right now, is not for everybody. Rose water flavor in general, it is very strong, but I do enjoy it. I mean, I grew up eating it, so where do I find them in the U.S.? Do we have to make it yourself? Princess, you can find them in international stores. I know, like I said, some H Marts do have them, and then the World Market. World Market is, you'll usually find World Market next to like a Barnes and Noble. For some reason, they're always right next to each other. So they do have them there. Where do you find them? Okay. You guys have them in gas stations? That's wild, Nikki. Check near me. Look. Brown rice. I wonder if you could do it with Nikki, if you're talking about the cabbage rolls, you can. For sure. Especially quinoa or brown. Oh, delicious. Very kind words. Let's see, Mel's came in with her beautiful self. Trying to find M Flo's question. What is this deep cleaning be squared? Girl, you already know. The recent reading from the last week on who's Brios. No, I haven't. Just about. Hi. Aranya on the live. Let's see. Am I late? Okay, let's see. Flow. Sammy, hello. I didn't see you come in. Hi. I hope you're doing well. Started to cook. Now I'm listening. Snack time. I'm not finding a question from Mel. I mean from Mflo. Mflo, a huge piece of cornstarch and rose water. Yeah, so I'm going to post the entire short of that, of me making this. It'll all be, I'll show you the entire process. I've already edited it. Big Co with tea. Yeah, I'm not seeing one. Oh, are these just because the people make them for the holiday? Are these just because, or, oh, so we make them, we eat them a lot for Ramadan, but also it is a very popular thing that we eat most of the time, but it is pretty popular during Ramadan. I think that was the question, right? Espresso shot. Okay, yeah. I think I'm caught up. Here's is fasting get easier or harder? It gets way easier. Way easier. And I don't know, it feels very rewarding, especially with this timeline where it's like you start at about 5:30 a.m. Before the sun comes up, and then you break fast around 5:45. it feels really nice. It feels very cleansing. I don't know. To me, it's felt really, really nice. The first 2 days, I did almost lose my mind because I have a severe Diet Coke addiction. So let's not even start. Okay, my eye was twitching. Yogurt, eggs to scramble. Ooh, yum. Okay. Thank you, Lily. Yeah, da 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 dee. They come running all crazy. Okay. Yeah, you can eat them. You can eat them whenever, but it is a very popular thing to have afterwards. Like right now, so okay, what we do is usually we'll break fast, eat dinner, and then you have like a tea or coffee afterwards. And usually that comes with some kind of kunafa or baklava, or some people just want tea and this stuff. So it would be this, and you get like a bunch of nuts and things like that. So right now, what I have in the fridge from what I made yesterday, so I think we did the kunafa together. Did we do it together? So we have kunafa that I made. I have a white chocolate raspberry cheesecake. I made that yesterday, and then we have these. So, and then a lot of people will like sit around, like smoke hookah, watch some shows. Like usually they have special shows that they put on. They're like soap operas, but like in Arabic. Yeah. The bomb diggity. Let's see where we at with timing. Okay, my angels, my love bugs. Okay, I do have to get going to that meeting. This will be ready by the time I get back, and by the time I get back, we'll be okay. All right, I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging with me, and I will be posting the Turkish delight. And if you guys have any questions, obviously let me know. Okay, love you. Bye bye.